What's up YouTube, everyone watching? We're back with another video, and today I'm covering how to grow your small business in 2019, and I'm going to use a restaurant as an example, small business. I've been consulting with businesses of many different sizes for over the last 7-8 years, so I have a lot of experience in this, and I also used to own a few small businesses, so I know the ups and the downs, and you might feel confused. Maybe you had a business for a while now, you're not seeing the growth, or maybe you're confused when it comes to what you should be doing to grow, or maybe you're brand new and you're just looking for more information. This video is going to be great for you, so stay to the end. I'm going to jump on over in a minute to this whiteboard and just draw out some stuff, the same as what we do, just a little smaller version of when I'm consulting with clients and we're going over strategies and blueprints and ideas. And I'm going to show you that all on the whiteboard. If you're new to my channel though, and you love business tips, business tutorials that come from experience, over the shoulder tutorials, then click that subscribe button down below now. Click the bell icon so you don't miss any of my weekly updated videos. I always try to make them power packed, so hopefully you like them. And please like and share this if you find any value with it. So right now what we're gonna do is cover how to grow your business in 2019, and I'm gonna jump on over into this whiteboard now. Okay, so we're over on the whiteboard, and let's say you own a small business. Now I'm just giving you an example, but just know this brief overview can apply to any business. I just don't want you to be paralyzed. A lot of businesses, whether you're a roofing business, construction business, kitchen and bath business, a restaurant, which we'll use for an example, a hair salon, right? It does not matter. Small, mid-sized business, even large businesses. The overview is still pretty much the same and what you need to be aware of. So let's say you own a restaurant. We're gonna write that right here. It's a restaurant. This is the small business. Again, it's just an example. I have consulted with restaurants before. Let's say it's an Italian restaurant. That is something that you need to understand about your business. It's an Italian place. You have Italian food. And let's say you want to know your location. The first thing is location. Because if you're a small business and you only provide to a certain location, you need to understand that. Let's say we are in Long Island, New York. That's where we are right now. The first thing we're going to talk about with any small business and understanding whether you're new or you've been in business for a while, and maybe you have heard this before, is search. Now you might be going, okay, yeah, I heard of search, or what is search? When I'm saying search, I mean any search engine, especially the powerful ones like Google. I'm just going to write that here, Google, YouTube, and then of course there's other search like Bing, there's other search engines, but two really big search engines that I really would definitely start looking at right away is Google and YouTube. And the reason why is because what I like to call it positioning. You want to position your business in the search. And when you're doing positioning, this does a few different things. Positioning in the search, these go hand in hand. This will help your reputation, and this will also help with SEO and with keywords. Now you may be thinking, okay, what do you mean by SEO and keywords? SEO means search engine optimization. So what you want to do is, let's say you have a restaurant and let's say you have a website. You want to make sure that your website is optimized for certain keyword terms. And I have other videos that go over this. I'll link them either up here in the cards, and I'll leave them down below, that are going to help you draw in organic traffic. And the reason we want that is, if someone types in best Italian restaurant on Long Island and you're positioned there, what's going on? You're positioning yourself as one of the best, number one, psychologically, because they're typing that in Google and finding your website. And also, somebody might be in the mood to take somebody out on a date for Italian food. Maybe they're just in the mood for Italian food, and they're finding your restaurant. So you want to make sure that you're being found in the search for keywords, right here, keywords that are specifically targeted locally to your small business. Now, if you're a national business, then you could go for national keywords. It doesn't have to be best Italian restaurant on Long Island. If you were a franchise of Italian restaurants, you might want to be found all over the nation for just best Italian restaurants, right? But since this is a local small business, and I know a lot of you have small local either social agencies or restaurants or small fitness clubs, stuff like that, you want to understand you want to be found in Google and also YouTube, similar to how people find my videos, by optimizing your YouTube videos titles, the descriptions, and making sure you really position yourself in those search engines to be found for a lot of different keywords. That's a whole different tactic and actual skill set that I teach in another video with search engine optimization, finding the right keywords, using the right tools. So I'm not going to dive into that because we'd literally be sitting here for over an hour just on this topic. But I want you to be aware that you want to start positioning yourself and using SEO in the search engines like Google and YouTube. That's the one main first thing, because this is going to drive organic targeted traffic to your website and help you position yourself and grow. The other thing I want to talk about is influencers, and I have a few other videos going over this, and I'm going to be going a lot more over this because it's so important. Even locally, people don't realize influencers locally, it's still a very powerful thing. Local influencers. They could be micro influencers. Maybe they're bloggers that are locally in the Long Island area. They like to travel and go to restaurants. Maybe they're Yelpers, right? They have a little bit of an influence. Maybe on Instagram they have a few thousand followers. You want these people, you want their attention. You want them to come test out your food and take pictures and post on their Instagram, right? Maybe do a video review for you. And you want to do whatever you have to do to reach out. It's called outreach marketing. Invite them in so that they have a great experience in your restaurant or with your business, and it could be for a discount. We do a lot of free different type of stuff, and in return they're going to post on their Instagram so people start getting awareness through social from them and from their followers. But really what I would really love to get is a video review, maybe even them in the restaurant, maybe even have the video and the videographer ready so when these people come in, if they agree to it, they'll taste the food, they'll say what they liked, what they didn't like, and you could cut up a review video out of there. You could use those review videos to put on your website. Now when people are finding you in the search, they're going to see these beautiful reviews. They're all great, people talking about your food and how good it is. And then also you could use those videos on your own social platforms to promote. Remember that, on your own social platforms to promote. And that's the next thing that we're going to get into is social media. And they all work together. And that's why I'm just making you aware of all this. You know, you'll hear people go, yeah, social media or SEO or a website, right? They all have to work together. The overview is to position yourself in the search. And this stuff takes work. You don't just build a website. You have to actually optimize it, add content, optimize the content. It's a whole skill set. Same thing with influencers. I made a video on how to reach out to them, how I was reaching out to them for international brand. How to get influencers. You want to do the same thing just on a local level, getting influencers. Social media. You want to have a content strategy, especially, right, when you're doing it in a restaurant. Think about, what are people looking at? Food. I see so many restaurants mess this up. The photos they're taking of their food can be so delicious, but the photos they're taking are just low quality. You want really vibrant, sleek, sharp photos that make your food look delicious. Your mouth should start watering. And there's a lot of accounts. I'll try to link one below or show you an example maybe right here, right now, of some food, so that maybe you have a delicious stuffed artichoke, which I love making stuffed artichokes, and I love stuffed artichokes. Now, if you saw my picture, I'll show you a picture of my stuffed artichokes right here, versus this picture, right? The one that was professionally taken at the restaurant just looks so much better. The lighting, the way it's positioned, right? And makes you want it. You want that type of photography every day. That's a strategy you put together. Maybe you have somebody, maybe it's somebody on your staff, or you can personally do it. You get a nice camera. You can actually use your iPhone in portrait mode. That's another like skill, and you can look how to do this on YouTube. But you want to get these beautiful portraits of your food every single day, especially your special dishes. Write a nice description on Instagram, posting on Facebook. Make sure they're out there, right? There's so many different things, but I'm giving you a broad overview of what you should be really focused on, especially if you're a restaurant, but this goes for everyone. Search with SEO, so YouTube and Google, making sure you're being found for certain keywords, making sure you're being found for your brand name, maybe with review videos, so it's securing your reputation. Then the next thing is using influencers to make those videos so that you can optimize them for your brand, embed them on your website, so when people find your website, they go, wow, this person loves it, this person loves it, this person loves it, 5 stars from this person, and it's video testimonials. Very, very powerful. Then social media, producing content and putting that content out on a daily or weekly basis, but good looking content. And then also I would do content of like meet the chef, meet the team, and putting that out. Again, you're a restaurant, so I'd really come up with the strategy of most people want to see the food, videos of the food going out, right? Maybe videos of your steak, if you do steaks being sliced in slow motion with some really good music. Really thinking of a creative concept. And this is what we do when we consult. We write this all out, right? We look at everything that you should be doing, because this always stays the same. If it's location, we know we want search. We know we want to be positioned. We know we want to make sure our reputation's solid. We know we want to be generating keywords through SEO and generating organic traffic. We know we want to use influencers. We know we want to use social media. So we start drawing this out and starting here, but then it really will expand out in every single section and come up with a strategy for every single section, and also how can each section work with each other, lay out a blueprint and take action so that you're not missing out with that blueprint. I know it sounds like a lot, but this is what I want you to first be aware of, and I'll make other videos so that we don't keep this too long, and you can ask any questions down below. I'll make other videos when it comes down to strategizing in each one. I'm just giving you some examples now, and then from the strategizing, building out the strategy, and then building out a blueprint to take action on, so you know what you're doing every single week, who has what job to get done, and how you're doing this. So it doesn't end here though. We're just on social media now. Now I want to talk about paid social media. This is probably one of the most powerful things you can do for your local business. So we're going to jump into paid advertising. I'm just going to erase this little section right now, and just so I can save the space so you can see, and I'm going to go into paid advertising. So social media has something very powerful. Maybe you're aware of this. Maybe some of you are using this. Social media paid. And what you could actually do is target specific people on Facebook and Instagram. This is Facebook, Instagram, YouTube you could do as well. And I'm just going to give you a broad overview real quick so you understand the power of this. If you have an Italian restaurant in Long Island, New York, I can target men and women the ages of 22 to 60, let's say, that live within a certain zip code. So if I know my restaurant is in a town in the Hamptons, maybe I want to just target 10 miles around the Hamptons. Maybe I also want to promote it in New York City. A lot of people from New York City, this could be a strategy I think of, also travel to the Hamptons, right? So maybe I want to position my ads in New York City and certain areas of Manhattan, and then also some ads within 10, 20 miles around the Hamptons. I can actually just target people who are on their phones that are 22 to 60 years old, who are on Facebook and Instagram, and as they're scrolling, and you'll notice these if you don't realize this, they're sponsored ads. And what I would do is really come up with an attention grabber, because this is different than search engine marketing, because search, when you're using SEO and you're using specific keywords, people are typing in maybe best Italian restaurant to eat at tonight, or Italian restaurants you must go to on Long Island. Now if you have blog posts and optimization content that people are finding, that's really powerful stuff. But with social media, no one's really going on Instagram and Facebook and just typing in, using it as a search engine. What they're doing is they're on Facebook, they're looking at pictures, funny videos, and then bam, when they're scrolling, you want your attention grabber. It's called interruptive marketing. You're interrupting them. You only have a few seconds to do this. So you want to do something that's really going to catch their eyes. And what I would suggest in a scenario like this is maybe we do free bottle of wine. And I would tell the restaurant owner and convince them, let's do something, because people love a discount, people love deals, people love free stuff, right? Especially with a restaurant, you're going to make it back. What we would do is run a deal with a free bottle of wine if you book, and I would have a link and a beautiful video shot, and maybe on the video I'm promoting this free bottle of wine. I'm making it really appealing what you'll get for the day. It's limited, you know, you could limit this to maybe 50 people. You want them to book maybe through a booking app that's connected to your website. or some type of tool like that so they could book, maybe pay in advance. There's different ways you could go about this, and different businesses are going to have different strategies that really come with this, but I want you to just understand that we can target specific people within specific areas. You could even target people with specific incomes. Facebook has so much data, so they understand a lot of people. You probably don't realize how much they actually know about you, but that's why you'll see specific ads. So you want to be able to position yourself in front of these people, and then also my videos, I would put at the end of my Facebook and Instagram marketing paid videos, those influencer reviews tutorials that I'm getting. I would have my videographer edit my videos so that at the end of my ads, 1 or 2 of my positive testimonial reviews from those influencers are there, so people hear them saying, I had a great experience, the artichokes are to die for, the pasta is amazing, right? That type of stuff I would have in my advertisement, and I would spend paid advertisement to go towards specific people within a specific location, and I would send them to a specific landing page. I would make them sign up for something in order to get that free bottle of wine, right? Or make them book their day that they're going to come in. Now I have their email address and maybe their phone number. Now I could text message market them. I would make them land on a specific landing page, and it really could go crazy here. I could talk about retargeting, and what retargeting is. Similar if you're ever shopping on Amazon and you leave Amazon, you might go over to another site and you see what you were just looking at on Amazon following you around. That's called retargeting. We would do the same thing. We can control that, and we can do that on these platforms as well. If somebody goes from my Facebook ad about my Italian restaurant, my free bottle of wine deal to book, and they go to my website and they're thinking about booking, maybe they book or maybe they leave. If they leave, I'm going to follow them around and maybe start showing them more positive reviews of why they should come because they didn't pull the trigger yet. You see what I'm saying? This is stuff that you can do. Paid advertisement on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. I'm sure when you're on YouTube, sometimes you see those pre-roll ads. You'll see an ad right before it comes to the real video you want to watch. That's being paid for by that advertiser. You could do that too locally for your business as well. So paid avenue is a really powerful tool and technique to do. There's a lot of testing though, and trial and error here to get certain things right. You definitely want to have really good incentives to make people stop scrolling. I always personally love video too. We do split tests with images, nice carousel images of your food as well. We would split test a whole bunch of different things. This is what we would be going over and strategizing. What are we going to do from here? And then we would start branching off different strategies, ideas, right? Then from there, we build the blueprint out. So we went over SEO and the search and making sure you're positioning yourself for your brand and specific keyword terms. Then we went over using influencer to get really powerful testimonial reviews and content so that you can use that on your advertisement, your paid advertisement, and also on your website so when people find you, they see that. You can also use that on your social media platforms for some of your content that you're going to be putting out. We also went over social media content, a strategy of uploading images on a weekly basis and coming up with a strategy for that. And when you think about restaurants, we're talking about really great looking photos, not what a lot of these restaurants are doing and making their images pixelated or the lighting's really poor. It's not appetizing, right? You want me to come eat at your place. If your pictures, you're just using a really crappy light and you're just taking really bad photos that don't look, it's not making, even if it tastes good, it's just not making me want to come there. Believe me, this is really powerful stuff, especially if you own a restaurant. Now, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, of course, you're putting stuff up there, you have a content strategy to update, but then you could also run the paid ads. And then we talk about running your paid ads, using those reviews, making content. And I would run 2 different paid campaigns. Again, we run a lot of different paid campaigns because I want to get your brand and story out there. I'd shoot a video just about your brand and story to get in front of people. Then I would be running an incentive deal like free bottle of wine night or ladies night, right? Get people in the door and sign up. Then I would be running retargeted campaigns. Anyone that ever hit my website and left, I'd be following them around with incentives, with review, testimonials, why they should come. And every single person that ever opted in, and when I mean opted in, anyone that came to my website or came to my landing page to my advertisement and gave me their phone number or email, I would put them into what we call a communication funnel. Now, this is another powerful step, and we're going to stop right after this because I could, again, I could keep digging deep into all of these. I'm just giving you the overview so that you're aware of this, but this is what we'd be going over and really digging deep and branching out on all this stuff. Communication funnel, once you're in my email list, once I have your phone number, I'm going to be either sending you additional deals later on or educating you and letting you know more about the business or giving you tips. I love giving tips too. I think it's a really great thing, especially if you're really good at certain things. Maybe a restaurant, why not give recipes out? Also put in the communication funnel a branch where if I know people ate at my restaurant, they came to my door and I got their contact information, they would go down a separate funnel where now I would communicate with them, offer them even better incentives to get back into my restaurant. Maybe next time I want to give them a free dessert to get them back in. But I'm also going to ask them how their first experience was in my funnel and try to get them to leave me a review. Why do I want to do that? Because reviews are king online when people start searching again and you're positioned there. Now imagine if all you have is 5-star reviews and you're positioned there for all these keywords and getting traffic. Now you have video testimonials. You have 5-star reviews being built. This is all what you should be aware of. This is how you have to grow your business in 2019. And I'm just going over basic stuff here. I don't want it to be too long. I feel like I already went long enough. I just wanted to give you the overview of what to be aware of. And you know what I'll do for you? I'll actually put this in a PDF form and you could download it below. This way you have all this information that I just went over. If you want that for free, I'll put it down just so that you can read it and be aware of where you should be on as far as platforms. Once you see it, you'll understand, wow, it's pretty simple. What becomes complex is setting this stuff up and taking action and understanding the skill set it takes to get this stuff done and putting it into a blueprint so that you're actually taking action and getting it done, especially when you're just starting out. You're going to be wearing many hats. I understand the struggle. I've been there. But again, you just have to start taking action, and as you plug away, you'll learn. And there's a lot of free content out there on how to do this stuff. On my YouTube channel, personally, I have a lot of free videos going over influencer marketing, YouTube marketing, right? So you can find stuff here. There's other tons of videos out there as well that are really good. So I hope that gave you a nice, brief, short, but sharp overview of what you should be doing. I know it's overwhelming when I'm talking about all these different elements, but I wanted to make you aware of them so you understand that they're there and how powerful they are. The search engine, social media, being found, your reputation, video marketing, photography, everything positioned right, and over getting in front of your target audience and building a brand and a name, and also getting in front of the right search terms. I hope this all makes sense. I hope you could put it together. I wanted to keep it brief and not as in-depth so that we could keep this video short. If you have any questions at all, leave them down below and I'll be sure to answer them. And again, if you like this video, if you know other small business owners out there, please share it with them. Hit the like button, subscribe if you like this stuff, and I'll see you in the next video.